I'd like to introduce this year's valedictorian. Her name is Karine Lalonde, Dr. Karine Lalonde. She defended her PhD dissertation, get this, Intertwining the Elemental Cycles of Iron and Carbon, Iron's Influence on the Fate and Dynamic of Organic Carbon and the Environment. She did this in May of 2014 under the supervision of Dr. Yves Gélinas in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Dr. Lalonde's dissertation examines the role of iron-organic matter interactions in the global cycle of organic carbon and ultimately in climate change. She identified a new pathway responsible for the burial of about 20% of the organic carbon contained in sediments in the world ocean. Her work has resulted in 4 publications, including one as the first author in the high-profile journal Nature. Dr. Lalonde is currently working on a research assistant in the doping control lab of Dr. Christiane Ayotte at the Armand Frappier Institute. I would like now to ask Dr. Karine Lalonde to give the valedictory address on your behalf. Dr. Lalonde.
Chancellor Menard, Chairman Hébert, President and Vice-Chancellor Shepard, Dr. St. Yves, distinguished guests and participants, fellow students, families and friends, I am pleased to address you today on behalf of the graduating students. Congratulations, class of 2014. Most of you have spent the past few years in the grinder, 8:45 classes, 6:30 labs, all-nighters, finals, essays, and mad scientist professors. You've succeeded and failed, fallen and gotten back up again. You have all acquired knowledge, made memories, and friends that you'll have forever. I spent a lot of time thinking about what I was going to say today. I don't know that I deserve this honor, and I don't know that I have anything to say to you that is not a cliche to someone somewhere. I have now spent 10 years of my life at Concordia. During the last 6 years, I have been through so many ups and downs, sometimes feeling like the golden god of science, and at other times feeling completely unworthy to walk through the university doors. I've gone from looking at tenure-track professor positions to truly doubting that this very day would ever come to pass and seriously contemplating that full-time job opening at Starbucks. When I was in most of your shoes, just finishing my bachelor's degree, I was like most of you, smart, ambitious, and hungry to prove myself. I had allowed my self-respect to hinge almost entirely on my academic and professional success. But PhD programs are designed to make you fail, to shake you out of thinking that every problem has a solution, and to remind you that not every question has an answer that you can find. Through countless failed attempts and stumbling blocks, I have come to the realization that failing is not the opposite of success. It is in fact a requirement for success. If you have never failed, then you have never stepped far enough outside of your comfort zone and never taken a big enough risk for it to matter. Outside of your bachelor's degree, where everything you need to know is written in textbooks and in articles, you will get the chance to think outside the box and see where knowledge and certainty ends and where your contribution can begin. During these past few years, I have come to find more sustainable means of self-respect, taking up new hobbies and maintaining relationships with people that truly care. These are the people that have listened to you complain about your classes and professors, egged you on when you felt like giving up, and pulled money out of the freezer when all you had in the cupboard was a peanut butter jar and a 2-year-old jar of jam. Thanks, Mom. For some of us today, these people are in this room. They have come and sat here, some of them come 1 hour early, just for the 3.5 glorious seconds where you walk across the stage. So give them a big hug on your way out, because none of us could have done this alone. Thank you, class of 2014, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Well, Karine, I don't know who these mad scientist professors are, but they did good. 10 years at Concordia, that's quite a journey. And I'm reassured that Starbucks' loss is now society's gain. Hats off to you for your seminal work that you've done on climate change and whatnot. It's highly technical, as you guys saw, but it's a major contribution to society. It takes a lot of courage. Your words on failure are inspirational. I've had young people tell me recently, I failed and I'm proud of it because I tried. And that's basically what learning about one's life is all about. If you don't fail, your journey is probably pretty boring and safe.